Hi, I'm Grace, and this is another awkward video from me. So recently I've had a little bit of free time. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for my job application and the background check to go through, I've just been doing different things to keep myself busy. One of them is making videos. I've always wanted to make videos because I like editing photos and videos, but I never really had time because of college. So yeah. Another thing that I've been doing, as much as I hate to admit it, is playing video games. The reason I'm making this video today is to just share about this one game that I really absolutely love. It's my favoriteest game ever. It brings back all the nostalgic feelings. I've tried to find other games like it, but honestly even till today, it was 2018, there is no game like it. And recently this game actually came out, was remastered, and it came out on PS4, so which was, I immediately like grabbed it as soon as it came out. And this game is called Shenmue 1 and 2. I don't know if my camera is focusing, but yes, Shenmue 1 and 2. It came out on PS4, which honestly is the best thing that's ever happened. So the story of Shenmue follows this teenager martial artist by the name of Ryo Hazuki, who his father was actually killed by another martial arts master named Lan Di. The journey that Ryo takes revolves around him trying to avenge his father's death.
No! Father! No!
So he goes throughout Japan first, and then he goes to, I believe it's Hong Kong, China, just trying to find out more about the murder, trying to unsolve the mystery, and also, of course, trying to find the guy who killed his father and kill that guy. Shenmue 2 stopped, and then for many years, they didn't make Shenmue 3. The story has been put to a halt, and I've played both Shenmue 1 and 2. Actually, this is actually the game that got me into video games. Okay, so reasons why I love Shenmue. For one, honestly, there's no adventure game out there like it. I think the closest that comes to Shenmue is like maybe Yakuza, but even Yakuza like doesn't match up to this, the simulation. That's a phone call. So Yakuza, not really that close. I actually kind of got bored playing the Yakuza storyline. Some people have said like it's similar to GTA Grand Theft Auto, but nowhere close. GTA, you can only go into like very limited amount of places, but with this one you can, I mean, of course, like you can't drive a car around because Roy walks everywhere, but you can knock on people's doors, you could go into the bars, you could go into the supermarket, you could go into the clubs, and just like, honestly, it's really cool. Like you could just go almost anywhere. And another thing is that the game doesn't really pressure you to stick to the storyline. Whereas let's say like in GTA, wherever you are in the storyline, sometimes you can't walk around in the street because the cops will come after you. But with Shenmue, you don't actually have to follow the mission. You can spend like hours and hours just walking around Japan or walking around China doing what you want to do. You don't have to follow the storyline. One of the coolest things about this game, of course, and I'm sure most people would agree, is that all these little extra characters, they're not the main characters, they're just like, I would just call them like random civilians, right? And all of these civilians, you can talk to them, you know, they'll usually repeat the same things, but you know, you can talk to them.
There's something I'd like to ask you. Do you know anyone who understands Chinese?
Chinese? Yes, I think I do.
Really?
Another cool thing about these civilians is that they have their own little schedule. Like I remember I had no life. I spent like one time just following around this civilian, and I was just following the civilian around and just like seeing their day. Like they all have their schedules. So the civilian will go to the market and then they will go to the bar. When it's nighttime, like drunk people come out into the streets, and I think that's really funny. I like to follow the drunk guys.
Are you alright?
I'm just fine and dandy.
You also like meet a lot of like crazy and cool, funny characters, very memorable characters throughout the game.
Yo, dude.
あんた名前は
りょう。
りょう。あたいはジョイ。
Take a look. Great view. Well, time to say goodbye.
Another cool aspect of this game is that you can have a job. Now, it's not like in The Sims where you pick your jobs or whatever like that. You know, the only job that's available to you, and you take this job because it's part of the storyline. It's like you get to drive a forklift, which is pretty cool. Honestly, the amount of detail that was put into this game. For a game that came out in 2001, 2002, it's unparalleled. Like, we do have to keep in mind that at the time, Shenmue was the most expensive game to create. I think it was like somewhere between 40 to 70 million. So it was the most expensive to create. Now that it's out on PS4, I would highly recommend that you go out, try it, try Shenmue 1, Shenmue 2. If you like adventure games, if you like shooting games, then no, it's not for you. There are some fighting elements, but again, it's very old school. Don't expect like amazing graphics like in Uncharted or The Last of Us or Watch Dogs or whatever, because again, this came out in 2001, 2002. But I think you could still enjoy the game just because there's so many things to discover in the game, and it's, yeah. I cannot wait for Shenmue 3 because I know the graphics are going to be amazing. Maybe they'll probably finish the storyline because one of the producers said he's not going to make a Shenmue 4. So they're probably going to finish the storyline in Shenmue 3. However, this is a game, like I said, you don't have to follow the story. You could play it over and over. You could just play it for fun. Okay, so a couple honorable mentions. Again, The Last of Us. Can't wait for the second one to come out. Story-wise, I think this is the best. And also, I discovered this game, Overcooked. It's probably one of the best games to play in a group with multiplayer. So if you know, and it's not difficult, like even people who usually don't play video games can play this. They can learn. This is really fun, but it's kind of old, so. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching. And again, this wasn't really a game review. It was just more of me fangirling about Shenmue 1 and 2. Yeah, if you have any questions, leave a comment or don't. Or, yeah. Check out my other videos if you liked this one. I just do interviews for fun.